And see, Nina, this is what I be saying. You constantly telling these bitches your business. And you said out of your mouth, you said y'all always want to say that. So basically what you just said is she not the, in so many words, you basically just said she not the only one that brought out your mama. And I'm gonna tell you something. I want to say last year I saw a fight where apparently you was fighting some girl out of neighborhood, and you beat her ass real good. I can't say that. I don't know. I can't remember who it was. Somebody had took a video, and the girl, I think you had came out there, or she came. One of y'all came to somebody. And I remember seeing that you whooped that girl ass real good. I can't say that. Now that was, she whooped that girl ass. She beat that girl ass to the ground. Okay. Now, but the thing was, in the caption it said Nina whoops so and so for speaking on her mama, right? So I'm saying to myself, I don't know if it's the same situation with Cash. So obviously, this is not the first time a bitch done brought up your mother in a fight, right? And see, even after all this, you said y'all always want to say this. You can't even dig her up because she's cremated. Okay, you're giving out more information. So what difference does it make? Now they don't have to say dig up. They can say, well, I'll spill your mama ashes. Like, you'll be surprised the stuff that bitches will say out of their mouth in the heat of the moment, right? You're still giving out information. You're giving out once you see that you're around the type of females that will say something like that, and then you said to Cash, okay, so I don't know, I don't know if that comment I was reading, well, I read a couple comments where they said you brought up her child, her family or whatever, but you just said you would never disrespect her people like that. Okay, so obviously maybe they was lying, maybe you didn't say something. Okay, but at this point, you said, well, I would never disrespect your child like that, but she didn't disrespect your mama. To me, to be honest, if you didn't do that to her, and if she did say that to you, and let's say in the heat of the moment, y'all was having words, and she did say something like that about your mama, at this point, all bets are off. The fact that you didn't do it to her just because she did it to you, that does speak volumes about your character. But I'm going to be perfectly honest. If she had said something like that about my mother, at this point, it's fuck you and anybody you came from. I don't care who it is to you. I don't care. I'm going to just be honest. At that point, you speak on something that's that dear to me, a person, place, a thing. At this point, I'm talking about everybody. Anybody that's dear to your heart. Fuck you. At this point, that's how I would have carried it. You better than me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care. Like I told the bitch the other day, I don't care how many degrees I get. Don't ever think for 1 second I won't roll in the mud with you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you provoke me, I'm not at a place in my life where, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to keep walking away because I've learned in life, you keep walking away, people going to keep fucking with you. And the minute you say something, the first thing out the bitch mouth gonna be, well, you didn't say nothing the last time, so why you saying something this time? There are people out here like that. Stop telling these bitches they see this as something very sensitive to you. So that's gonna be the first place a bitch gonna hit. After all that, I wouldn't have told them bitches that she was cremated. I wouldn't have told them that. Because what difference does it make? They can say, oh, well, her ashes this, and you'd be surprised the shit bitches will say. I'm pretty sure if you ever thought in a million years Cash would have spoken to your mother in that matter, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have told her, right? So now you see she's the type of person that would say something like that. So why are you telling her more information about your mother? Your mother was cremated, so that's something that you could say, well, you know what, in the back of your head, oh, she said she gonna dig my mama up, jokes on her. My mother wasn't even buried, she was cremated. You see what I'm saying? So that's something that you could have said in the back of your mind, like, bitch, haha, jokes on you. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have gave her that. That's why Cash is in the situation that she's in right now, because she has a fucked up soul. Because I still say now, if she had spoke on your family first, if you had spoke on her family first, then she responded that way, okay, I'm not going to lie. Okay, it is what it is. You spoke on her, she spoke on you, you know. It is what it is. Now, some may have been a little more fucked up than others, but it is what it is. We can't pick and choose. But if you're in the heat of the moment and you say something like, for example, Cash, you ugly, you black and you ugly, you that ugly girl in school that want to fight all the pretty girls, you know, and then she would have said something like, well, that's why your mother, you know, that's fucked up, because it's like, I'm coming at you, you know. But if, for example, if you said something like, you homeless bitch, that's why your son ain't got shit and he dirty and stuff, and then she came back on you about your mother, okay, then it is what it is. You spoke on her child, she spoke on your mother, it's both is fucked up, you know, it is what it is. Plain and simple. But it's levels to this shit, right? You better than me, because if she had spoke on my mother, guess what? I'm going to speak on your mother, your father, your auntie, your uncle, whoever, man, woman, boy, or child. It is what it is. She spoke on your mother. Your mother brought you into the world. Your mother is the reason why you exist. You know, of course, God as well, but she spoke on your mother. It is what it is. Just like your mother isn't here to defend herself, her child can't defend itself, okay? And we need to stop doing that. It is what it is. You say something fucked up, I'm going to say something fucked up. Two wrongs don't make it right. But hey, if we going there, we're going to go there. Plain and simple. Cash, so all of a sudden, because you took a L, you feel like you was set up. Why do you feel set up? I know I fast forwarded a little bit, so I'm trying to figure out why you feel like you was set up. You talked about that girl mama. You talked about the girl mama. You know, like I said, you know, I could see if she said something about your family members, you know, because I'm all for if a person hit below the belt, I'm all for hitting below the belt even lower. You go low, I go to hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for that philosophy. But, you know, just because you took a L, I thought you was Big Cash. I thought you was on the set, dead homies, on my soul. You know how y'all do. I thought you was TTG. Like, I thought you was Cash. I thought you was that girl. Now you took a L. I feel like I was set up. I'm ready to go home. Like, I'm going to turn this bitch down. Like, I thought you was that girl. I thought you was down for the homies, down for the ride. What happened? What happened? You not that girl no more? I thought you was that girl. What happened? Okay, so Cash, you talking about let a bitch know that she coming or something. No, they shouldn't let you know, because that's why this is what I be talking about with a lot of you bitches. Y'all pop so much shit on the internet, so I'm assuming you either said it on the internet or something about her mother for her to come through that door. Because Nina seemed like the type, if you say it in her face, she would have popped you right then and there. She don't seem like the type that she gonna promise you an ass whooping for next time, you know, when y'all already face to face. She seemed like the type, she don't even seem like the type she gonna walk up on you and tell you she gonna fuck you up. She seemed like the type that, just like she did, came in and ready to fight. You probably pop all that shit on the internet. You know how you do, get on your phone and get on live and talk shit. You know how you do. You probably said all that shit on the internet, and she probably came in and she was with the smoke. And now you feel betrayed because you feel like they should have probably pulled her off you sooner, or, you know, or something like that. No, they shouldn't have told you she was coming. You should have been about the shit that you talk. You should have been about the shit that you talk. You spoke on that girl mama. You supposed to, like I always tell y'all, in the presence of your enemies, you ought to always be on your P's and Q's. I don't care if you and the bitch to talk shit out. I don't care if y'all cool. I don't care if the bitch tell you herself. I'm not worried about it. I'm not on that no more. I ain't gonna bother you. I ain't gonna fuck with you. I don't care. You know the bitch that tried you before. In the presence of your enemies, I don't care. You should have been 10 toes either way, because you know you've been talking shit about that girl mama. And you knew that. You knew that. You ain't no they shouldn't have told you shit. Ain't no they set you up. No, you should have been ready. Your mouth was ready. You was talking all that shit on live. You bitches need to stop that. What you probably thought, you probably weren't no females that talk shit, I don't know, 2 or 3 months beforehand, and then you looking at it like it's old. But you gotta remember, it's people like me and her, we ain't forgot that shit. You know. She knows. She told you, she probably told you then she was gonna see you when she see you. And that was that on that. And then need to stop getting mad at production. You talking about, oh, well, you keep letting her talk about your mama. Keep these bitches out of your business. That your mother that's something you hold sacred to your heart. Let me tell you something. I told y'all, stuff that I hold sacred to my heart, I don't post it. I have learned I don't talk to people about a bitch I just met, a bitch I done fell out with. I don't play this shit. I don't post my parents on social media. I don't post it. You wanna know why? Because I didn't know I done talked about another bitch mama. You see what I'm saying? So I already know which she brought my dudes into it. I brought her mother into it. You know, we both talked about each other parents, you know. But hers was all pure speculation. Hers was all pure speculation. You see what I'm saying? But I know her mother for a fact. You see what I'm saying? So this ain't no hearsay with her mother. It's all hearsay with mine. She don't know for a fact. You see what I'm saying? So I keep my people off social media because I know that that's something I hold tender. You see what I'm saying? Stuff you hold tender, you keep to yourself. My man, I told you I had a whole cousin that didn't even know when I was in a relationship. She didn't even know I had a boyfriend. She didn't even know I was kicking it with him for a good little while. She didn't know. Did you know how she found out? Me, my first apartment that I was staying in at that time, my first apartment, she didn't even know. You would know how she found out because her guy friend stayed in that same court as me. So one day she came park and we got out the car. We was about to go upstairs. That's how she found out I had an old man. She was like, "Who is this?" I said, you know, and I didn't even say nothing at first. He introduced himself. He said, "Yo, this my, my shorty." She was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know you had an old man. Why you ain't tell me?" Because it's none of your business. It's none of your business. You see what I'm saying? So it's you stuff you hold tender, you keep it to you. You keep it to you. You see what I'm saying? But that's just me. And see, Cash, I don't feel bad for you. And Bree, where are you? Where are you? You see how this girl is wiping Cash face and you know where to be found? Even if I knew my friend was dead wrong, let me tell you something. One comment I did see, somebody had said Bree not there for Cash because she knew she was wrong talking about that girl mama. Right? And I absolutely agree 100%. But let me tell you something. Even if I did know my friend was wrong, I still would have been right there with her. And we would have talked about that shit later on. But me being me, I would have mentally prepared my friend to go in that house. I would have said, "Friend, look, we already had this conversation about you talking about that girl mama. Ain't no sense in me telling you again. I ain't got to rub it in. I already told you how I felt. But let me tell you something. Expect the worst. I ain't no hope for the best. Expect the worst going in this house because you spoke about this girl mama. And you don't know how long ago it's been. They say you never get over grieving parents and children and stuff like that. You don't know how long it's taking that girl to grieve. And, I would have told her, I would have mentally prepared her, expect the worst. Before you even expect to, I don't care if the shoe was on the other foot, she already there first, then you come or whoever. Expect to step 1 foot in that house and a frying pan flying at your head or a chair or a table or an iron fist. Expect whatever to come flying your way because you've been chopping with the mouth. And you ain't just talking shit, you talking hardcore shit when you bring up a deceased parent. That's a tough pill to swallow already. Then you throwing it in the girl's face and you threatening her what you gonna do with her mama corpse. Like, it's a lot of shit that go with that. I would have mentally prepared you for that. Bree, you supposed to be there with her. I think her name Bree, right? The little skinny one that people say swing funny. You supposed to be there wiping her face. Where you at? Where you at, ho? Where you at? But you talking about look at my eye. Cash talking about look at my eye. Bitch, what about your mouth? Your mouth is the reason why your eye look like that. The fuck? Okay, y'all, and I pause right here. You heard Cash talking about don't kick me with no shoes. You let her kick me with shoes. Cash, you brought up her deceased mother. The rules are out. The rules were out once you brought up her mother. The rules were out. If you gonna be a gutter rat bitch, you gotta expect to get gutter rat shit back. The rules was out. Like she said, you brought up her mother. That's out. Rules is out. Anything she do at this point, you say you was gonna assault her mama corpse, right? Right? It was all good and fun. It ain't funny till the rabbit got the you know what. You know, you said you was gonna do something to her mother. It's out. Rules is out. It's out, babes. It's out. Okay, I don't know what happened between Billy and Hood Baby. I don't even know where Billy came from. Was she in the last episode? This was my first time seeing Billy. But I'm all for bullies getting bullied. I'm all for it. I told y'all I didn't like Hood Baby when how she was carrying on, and Barbie wants both. The only thing I told y'all, the only thing I like for the most part about Hood Baby was when who was it? Lacey and Moni. I'm so glad they don't have Moni up here no more, because I'm just tired of Moni screaming and hollering and carrying on, and Moni just, I don't know. So when I think it was Lacey and who was it? Was it Big Heaven? When they was fighting and Lacey was giving her that work. She was giving her that work. And Moni seemed like she wanted to jump in, and Hood Baby was like, they may not do nothing, but I'm gonna do something. I think it was the Academy. Absolutely. I like the way Hood Baby had jumped in that, because, I just think it's some sucker ass shit to jump somebody. But absolutely. So I didn't like how she did that girl on Barbie Wants Both. I feel like they was bullying that girl. And so I'm all for bullies getting bullied. Absolutely. I don't know who the big bitch Billy is, but do your shit, Billy. Absolutely. Cash, this is why people don't feel bad for a lot of the things that goes on in your life, like you begging on live and living in a hotel. You still insist on talking about this girl's mama after she already said she would never do you like that. You think it's cute for you to say things like that, and then I could see if she said something, about your mama or your child. I could see if she said something about your child and you said something about her mama, or vice versa. She speak on your aunt or your uncle or whatever, because if we gonna bring family members in it, it doesn't matter. You bring one in it and they bring something else, they can't help, they blow her is a little harsher than yours, right? I told y'all, in the heat of the moment, it gets reckless with me, right? And the thing is, I told y'all throughout the years, I've learned, you better do what you gotta do. Any means necessary. If not, people gonna play all in your face and tell you to get over it too, all at the same time, right? So in the heat of the moment, things get said, stuff gets picked up, whatever you gotta do to, let the person know what they did wasn't cool. But you keep saying it, and this is why people don't feel bad for you in the comments. And by the way, your hair is ugly. You already got a hard face. You're already an ugly female. Then you look like you got orange, blondish hair with these braids. It's not helping you. Not at all. Ain't nothing attractive about you. Nothing. Okay, if you look at Cash, she got a little teeny shape on her. Not too much, but it seems like it should be something you could do with your hair to help your face out, because you already giving bull dagger. Just a little bit. Soften it up a little. And again, this is where I'm about to fast forward, because I'm getting annoyed. Nobody should have to tell you anything. Y'all got to remember, when y'all say stuff on social media, people have not forgotten that. Y'all got to stop saying stuff on social media and then say, oh, that's old. Or somebody should have told me something. Or let me tell you something, right? One of my biggest enemies, right? I done fought a lot of bitches, right? But one in particular, I fought in community college, right? Don't y'all know she threatened me on social media back, I want to say almost 6 years ago, right? After we already fought, she went to social media telling people she beat me up, but I knew the truth. In real life, she had me down on a restraining order. Y'all, I could not come within, I wanted to say I couldn't come within 5,000 feet of this girl. Like, I forgot how many square feet it was. I couldn't come near that girl, right? So she was always popping shit on social media, right? This is why I tell y'all, this is where real friends come in at, right? My good Judy was like, let me tell you something. I don't care how much shit that girl talk on social media. You already know she's clever. Because I told y'all how she lied in court and got away with it, right? She said, you know she's a clever bitch, right? You know she good for talking shit and playing victim, right? So I told her how I rolled up on a girl in the store and she took out a pow, right? So she talked all that shit like I told her. I said, put down the pow, you bad, put it down. She refused. She said she not going to do it. I said, because you know you're going to get knocked the fuck down. You already know this, right? I said, oh, she said, no, I'm not. I said, well, put it down. Put it down. You know this, right? Put it down. Y'all, she refused. She held on to it like her life depended on it, right? After I whooped her ass the first time, she invested in the pow, right? So, long story short, right? When I told her, I said, you threatened me on social media, her mama was like, that was 7 years ago. I said, it was actually 5 at this time, right? So she was like, that's old. I said, ain't no that's old on the threat. You told me when you see me again in person, it was on site, right? That's what you said. Those were your words, right? So then she was like, but that's old. Y'all, it's no expiration dates on a threat. If you said what you're gonna do, be about your shit. You said you was gonna do it, right? So we never fought again, right? But keep in mind, when we fought that first time, one of the first things she said to her homegirl, she said, you told me that girl couldn't fight. You should have told me, that girl had a little bit of hands with her. You told me that girl couldn't fight at all, right? And that's what I was trying to tell her. I said, you let people get in your ear to boost you up to fight me. They just wanted to see a fight. They were telling you anything. So y'all, more of the story, y'all got to stop. Oh, but they said, and well, I heard, and they should have told me, When you say what you gonna say and you do what you do, when you on social media popping it, talking your shit, talking your spit, you know what I'm saying? When you see people, whether people tell you or not how this person coming, you got to be ready for whatever. Because that's what you put in everybody's head, that you gonna do this and you gonna do that and da-da-da. Okay. Nina came. They didn't tell you. You didn't get set up. You ain't get banged. I got set up when I got banked that time by the girl and her mama, the same girl. I got set up because I told a girl that I thought was cool where I was going to be at. Just to my, just to my own detriment, that's why I say mutual bitches in common is never good. Just so happened I ran into the same girl at the same time, at the same place, on the same day, at the same location. And my godmother, God rest her soul, brought that to my attention. She said, so wait a minute, you told this girl where you was going to be at, right? She was connecting the dots for me. And it wasn't until that moment that I realized I had got set up. That's what you call set up. Right? Because I ran into the girl and her mama, right? But unlike anybody else, I'm about my shit. If, it is what it is. Win, lose, or draw, right? That's what you call set up. You didn't get set up if y'all fight 1-on-1. Nobody banked you cash. You didn't get set up. It was a 1-on-1. She was about her shit. You was talking shit on social media. Cash, you losing cool points. Let's just get to the point. You losing cool points. You didn't get set up. Because if you had won the fight, then you wouldn't have felt like you got set up. But because she was getting the best of you, you felt like you was getting set up. You didn't get set up. You did not. Cash, you can sit there crying all day long with your face fucked up, saying you gonna leave, whining, on and off. At the end of the day, I think very little of us feel bad for you. I was reading the comments. Not many people feel bad for you, because you got to remember, I read in the comments, it was one particular comment that had the same opinion as me. It would be different if she had said something about your peoples. Then you had said something back. No matter how wicked it was, at the end of the day, if she brought family in at first, I don't care if it was her aunt, her uncle, I don't care if it was her play cousin, somebody that she look at like a cousin, but she loved the pieces. at the end of the day, she brought family in it. You said what you said. She said what she said. You know, no matter how fucked up it was, you know, family was brought in it either way. But it's different when you know, you brought it, you took it to a whole nother level. It'd be different if she did it to you first, or y'all having words, or even if y'all having words and then it just go all the way left, because there's a difference between going left and then just all the way left, right? Nobody feels bad for you. And now I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave Isaiah. Let her go. Replace her with Naj. She not the only badass off the franchise. Replace her with another badass. Cash. We over you at this point. You lost a lot of fans, including me. I don't say a fan, but I would say I did like you, but it's just you doing too much. You coming across as a sore loser. Take your L and just move on. I mean, it ain't like she beat you. She just got the best of you. We done seen a lot more bitches on this franchise get beat up. Worse than that. And they still walk around the house with their head held high. Look at Queen D. No matter how many L's that girl takes, she still, I'm Queen D. I'm that bitch. Don't make me have my Timbs on. You know, she still walks around with her head held high. No matter how many L's she take. Little bitches, small bitches, big bitches, any of them. She gonna take a L from them all. You know, she still walks around. Yes, because I'm Queen D. I'm Queen D. Like, you can't nobody can take her confidence from her. Look at Bella. Hood Baby beat the brakes off her. To me, that was one of the top 5 beatdowns on the entire franchise. I'm talking season 1, season 2, season 3, so on and so forth. To me, that was one of the best beatdowns that Hood Baby gave her. And I don't go up for Hood Baby, but Hood Baby got her good. That's one thing I can't say. She got her good. So, I mean, and Bella still stayed on the show. Even whether she came back or not, she still was there. She didn't say, oh, I took a L, I'm going to go home. She still stayed there. So now because you take one L, you want to leave. That's whack. That's really whack. Okay, Nina, y'all already know I goes up for Miss Nina. There's no secret. And I'm not being biased. So, Nina, I got it. Look, you already know, okay? I need you to get up. I need you to get up. And I fast forwarded to this part right here. So I don't know. Y'all may hear the man rolling the dolly. I'm at my night job. Y'all already know most of the time when I'm making these reviews, 80% of the time I'm at my night job. But anyway, cause I gotta stay up. I can't be asleep. So he rolling the dolly. I think he bringing some groceries in from his car. But anyway, so yeah. So Nina, I need you to get up. I need you to get up because I think he heard what I said. I hope you don't think I'm talking about her because I ain't got time for no bullshit, okay? So he looked this way. But anyway, so yeah. So I need you to get up because I fast forwarded, so I don't know what was the dialogue, what they were talking about, but it sounded like to me, Avery was trying to warn Nina that pressure is slick. And I'm wondering, was Jayla the one that got a black eye that I told y'all about that should have went upstairs? I'm wondering, was that Jayla? Because it sounded like to me Avery had said she hit Jayla when she was sitting down. So that was a sucker bitch move. I already told y'all how I felt about pressure hitting that girl. You know, we all know Jayla ain't like that. But somebody in the comments said Jayla can fight. They just caught her on an off day. I do believe that. That can happen. You can get caught on an off day. I believe it. You know, she could have been on her cycle. For some of us, you know, when we on our cycle, our bodies don't feel, you know, you may feel a little weak, drowsy, a headache, whatever, you know. So it's highly possible, you know. I saw that comment a couple of times. A couple of people was saying Jayla got hands, you know. they just, maybe she met her match, or maybe she got caught on, I don't know. But based on what I saw, I couldn't tell. You know, it looked like to me the bitch was getting defeated every time, you know. But nonetheless, but then again, we gotta consider the fact that it's Liddy. Liddy is a different type of bitch. She strikes me to be a tomboy. So tomboys are kind of like dykes when it comes to handling business, right? So this lady be stealing her ass off, but I ain't gonna say nothing to her because sometimes when I forget my keys, she let me in, and she could snitch, and it never gets back to me, you know, because I ain't supposed to be forgetting my keys to get into the office and stuff. And it's been right many times I never forgot my keys, or I left them on the desk, you know, and she always let me in, and it never gets back to me that, you know, I forgot my keys. So that's why when I see her take shit, I don't know, I be looking right at her sometime, and I never say nothing. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see her take shit that she knew won't for her. You know how they bring stuff in for everybody, and people, they may say take little, you know what I'm saying? And she'll come back and load up her purse and then go upstairs, then come right back down, put some shit in, go right back upstairs and come back. Knowing all that shit won't for her. You know what I'm saying? But I don't say nothing, like, you know, because you don't know when you go. Dealing with me, working 2 jobs, ain't going to school, sometimes my brain be all over the place. I don't know if I'm going to need her again. See, anyway. So, yeah. So, I don't say shit. But anyway. So, yeah, what was I saying? Shit. Oh, yeah. I like this little squabble, Pressure. I kind of want you to get your ass whooped, because I do think that was a sucker bitch move with you hitting that girl her eye like that. I think that was real fucked up. And where's Liddy? You're in a room where it seemed like Ivory don't care much for you, and Nina seemed like she could take you or leave you. Where's Liddy? Where's Liddy? You're in front of 2 bitches that seem like they really don't care much for you. Where's Liddy? She needs to be on standby just in case. Where's Liddy? Where's Liddy? Okay, Pressure, who the fuck is your sister? Because I done heard a couple times you done pop bitches about your sister, which I grew up with bitches like that will want to fight behind their siblings and cousins and stuff like that. I told you about the bus story time. So understandable, but low key, don't it seem like Nina was a little bit scared? Just a little bit. Because I don't have your sister. I don't have beef with your sister. Your sister has an issue with me. Okay, but do you have... Pressure asked her that question multiple times, though. I caught that shit. When she said, but do you have an issue with her? And Nina was like, she was around the question, and she was like, but do you have an issue with her? She didn't answer that question the first time, because I really do believe in my heart. I paused it right here, so I don't know what's about to happen in this scene. But as far as I can see in this moment, based on the energy, it really do look like Pressure would have popped her ass by her sister. It really do seem that way, and it seemed like Nina caught that energy from her. And I think that might be why Ivory got up just a little bit. She got like she was about to go do something, but I don't think so. I think she know they was about to get busy. And both of these bitches can fight. So sometimes with 2 bitches, both of them can fight. Ain't no telling where they about to lean or lay on, you know. Nina, just a little bit. It seemed like you was scared just a little bit. I like you though, but it's just a little bit. Ivory, girl, I read the comments. They are loving you in the comments, girl. I just want Notch to come in the house. I just want Also Pink to come in the house. I just feel like it's too many. And then you got Sweet Dreams being quiet on the couch. I understand when you first walk in the house, you trying to scoop it out and see who's who. I understand that, but it's giving across like you just don't want to ruffle nobody's feathers. Sweet Dreams, get up. You usually have the loudest mouth in the house. It's giving little girl, get up. We expect more from you. You disappointing us. Okay, in the comments, you disappointing us. What the fuck y'all get on the show for just to be quiet? I understand when you first get there, but y'all ain't new to this. Y'all been over there on Zeus and everything else. What show was Big Let's collection on? That was Now That's TV. That's right. Get up. Talk your shit to Ivory. Talk your shit. Where Mia Kaya? Big Lat sister. The one always beating her chest, talking about, I'm like that for real. I'm like that for real. I want y'all to make a house, right? Isaiah, if you listening, I want you to make a house. And I want you to put Mia Kaya in it. Because she got a mouth. And we ain't really seen her swing on nobody that can really fight for real, for real. Because nobody takes Ferrari seriously. I mean, let's just be for real. Okay, so I want you to make a house. I want you to have Mia Kaya in it, since she always talking about she like that for real. Big Lex, yes, yes, get your stripes back, because a lot of people saying you got your chain snatched. Not literally, but ever since that shit happened with Jocelyn. What's the other girl? Stunner girl. I don't know much about her other than her lives when she talking shit. But she's another one talk a lot of shit. I never seen her fight before. So she need to be in there. Notch, I already said her. Who's another one? Of course, Ivory. Who's another one? Nina. Cash. Yep. Bring her on back. Bring her on back, because I'm starting not to like her. Who's another one? All the baddest of the baddest, y'all already know. We ain't talking about looks, we talking about hands. Bro, that would be a good ass show. That would be a good show, bro. That would be a good show. Yo, that would be a good show. They need to do that. They need to do that, bro. They need to do it. That show would be like that. That show would be like that for real. Okay, so when she got up and started twerking, that was kind of weak. That's how you know when a bitch getting red, she'll start twerking to take away from the fact that she just got red, so she started shaking ass. They did that back in high school. Bitches getting red left to right and just start twerking out of nowhere. That's kind of, keep in mind I'm in grad school, so that's kind of old at this point. So nobody was really, yeah. So anyway, somebody said she ashy as fuck, and that didn't sound like Ivory. That sounded like another voice. So they're not feeling you, and I'm not either, because you spit on that girl. I think that's the same one that spit on that other girl, right? Yeah, you know, when you do stuff like that to people, when you spit on a person, nobody says, ooh, you got her good, you spit on her. Nobody says that. I don't care if it's a man on a woman on a woman. It's considered trifling. You see what I'm saying? So so you got to remember, a lot of people saw that, and even when people may do you wrong, they may not give a fuck because they didn't like what you did. You know, you got to look at it like this. A lot of people feel like if you'll spit on one, you'll spit on another one. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, bitches gonna be on their P's and Q's with you because they don't know how you coming. If y'all get into it, they already know you don't mind spitting on people. So yeah, you know, I don't feel bad for you coming out there, sitting on the thing, getting clown. I told y'all about my experience with a big N-word spitting on me in a Chinese restaurant. So I know how that feels. You know, it's not nice. It doesn't feel good. I told y'all, I've told that Chinese restaurant up. Anything I could put my hands on, I would beaming it at that motherfucker. I backed my truck into his twice and still won't done with that motherfucker until they grab me. You see what I'm saying? So if he was a broad, I probably would have murked that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I don't feel no sympathy for you. Maybe the next bitch will, but you gets none from me. You got roasted. And I low-key wanted her to walk over there and punch your ass. Because the shit was wrong. It was dirty. It was nasty. It was common as fuck. Y'all, I am living for Miss China. She is growing on me, baby. Miss China is growing on me. I'm starting to like little Miss China. I love me a bitch that can stand 10 toes in front of a group of hoes. Oh my goodness. I am loving Miss China. And she by herself arguing with all them girls, and she ain't bigger than a minute. Yes, ma'am. Miss China. And quiet as this cat, I don't know what the fuck fight y'all saw, unless I didn't see miss some shit. But Y'all know I'm usually out of order when it comes to reviews, but I think I've been doing a pretty good job as far as giving y'all reviews here and there. Okay? Look, Miss China is standing on her shit in front of all these girls. I love me a bitch like that. Yes, ma'am. And when she said y'all ain't do shit, they ain't though. Cause I keep telling y'all may get some good boxing with China, but ain't there one of y'all really whoop her ass? And she still was holding her own, even with the big bitch. She was still holding her own. I'm loving Miss China, little Miss China. Yes, yes. At first I was kind of about the bitch, but she growing on me. She growing on me. Yes, ma'am. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Isaiah made eliminations. Bambi, I agree. She wasn't bringing much to the house. China, I don't agree. I felt like she held her own. But I do believe part of the reason why, it's like I'm kind of in between with China when he stated his reason why. I kind of see it. He really, that's what you call an executive decision, because he was thinking more so long term versus short term. It's been a couple of times when I told y'all myself that I have caught China it seemed like she was on the verge of having a nervous breakdown. And I could tell myself when she was outside and she didn't say one word, but it's like my spirit automatically knew what she was saying. She didn't say nothing at all, but she said so much because, takes one to know one. And I've been in that situation before that she was in, where it seemed like it was one after the next and the next after the next. Like, it's a lot. And I feel that Isaiah probably saw that. And long term wise, if he kept her in the house, I could see how she could become a liability, because it seemed like it was more so it went from her versus everybody, or them technically, to her versus her, meaning it's starting to affect her mental state. I could see it. I think Isaiah saw it too, and the last thing you want is somebody to hurt herself or others to a point where they could face a lawsuit. Because I really do feel, China needed to heal. Her hand, she has said numerous times, her hand wasn't good. And if you like me, if you feel like you keep getting backed up to a corner, backed up into a corner, backed up into a corner, pretty soon you're gonna pick up a weapon. You're gonna pick up a weapon, because I have done it. Especially when you got so many people coming at you and you're not even able to, your hand can't heal, and she don't strike me as the type to let somebody beat her up. So pretty soon weapons coming into the equation. I could see it. Absolutely, her lip did not heal all the way. And bitches know that, so that's gonna be the first place they gonna hit. Her hand didn't heal. It's a disaster waiting to happen, because them bitches ain't done with her. They not done with her. So I think it was kind of, she grew on me, but I could see where his mind was at when he made that decision, most definitely. Go home and heal. Get your emotions together, mentally, physically, emotionally. Get your hand together. Go get a checkup, Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I could see it long term. So who else? I told y'all Bambi. I think he made a good decision. China, I'm in between with her, but I could see where he was going with it. Who else was it? Hood Baby, I understand. If that was, I guess if he said that she violated, I would assume that's probably in their contract. Don't leak stuff to the press, or the streets, or social media, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely, if that's in the contract and you went against it, absolutely, you got to go home. Now, she probably can't get back on South Central Baddies. You do it once, you do it again. Maybe not. Maybe they'll let her back. I don't know. If she did that in my house, I wouldn't let her back. Get somebody else that'll honor the contract. Who else? What's her name? Jayla? I think her name, we're gonna call her Pink Shirt. Pink Shirt went home, aka Black Eye. She was, I think it was the fourth person that went home. Don't quote me on it. I think she went home. I think it was the right decision to make. I think her situation was a little different than China, because China was actually winning some of her fights versus Jayla. Pink Shirt, we're gonna call her Pink Shirt. She was getting her ass whooped left and right. Yeah, her eye needs to heal. I'm pretty sure after you get your ass whooped on national television, an app, or whatever you want to call it, multiple times, I'm pretty sure it starts to play with your emotions and your spirit. And I couldn't imagine getting my ass whooped and then it's recorded on top of that, and you took multiple beat downs on top of that. Some of the ass whoopings you asked for, I mean, let's just be honest, because you wouldn't just chill out. But other than that, yeah, kind of situation kind of similar to China's. Only difference is she was losing left and right. She needed to go home. She doesn't need to come back to any franchise on Zeus or Nada's TV. I think you need to go to school, Pink Shirt, get you a trade, go to the military, become a nurse like the rest of them, whatever you're going to do. It's not for you. It's not for you based on what I saw. I know they said you could fight. She just caught you on a bad day. I'm not convinced, not even a little bit. I already told y'all how I feel about Jayla for the most part. Pink, I don't want to keep saying Jayla because I don't know if that's her name for real. And I don't want to be throwing out the wrong names, but we're going to just call her Pink Shirt. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, I could see where he was going with him. At first I was about to say, the little skinny one. What's the skinny one called that was fighting? I forgot her name. I'll bring her up again. I was about to say one of them, but I guess he trying to wait it out with some of them to see if they gonna turn up again. Sweet Dreams, you next if you don't turn it up a notch, because some of y'all just sitting there taking up space. I ain't lying. Get some girls in there that's gonna get active. Yo, I'm so tired of this big bitch Lolly at this point. I tried to give you benefit of the doubt. But, I mean, you never look cute. I already told you how I feel about Lolly. Why did you have to hit China? If I was trying to friend, I would have took that for her. That was such a punk bitch move. You gotta sneak a little, bitch. Get your big ass out of here, bitch. Come on now, for real. You gotta sneak a little, girl. China ain't bigger than a minute. Nobody gave you your kudos for that. Nobody was, oh, Lolly, you did your big one. No, Tink Tink. You did not do that. It wasn't given that. Not even a little bit. It wasn't given that at all. Nobody was really even, it wasn't given what you thought it was given. You're 5 of her put together all in one. And some. Okay? Like, no ma'am. I never been that big, and I've been a big girl before. I never been that big as you, and I wouldn't dare fight a girl that small. But I don't know, the girls I went to school with growing up, they never, I don't know, shit. Some of them did was some chihuahuas. I fought a girl that was smaller than me in 6th grade. And one in middle school, but the one in middle school, she pushed me first. And the one in elementary school, she kicked me. she kicked me when I had turned my back, like kicked the back of my leg. You know how somebody try to act like you holding them up in line. So she felt the need to kick me. Maybe a couple on. But I always let them hit me first, so that way can't nobody say you bullying them. Lolly, for real, girl, you too big to be hitting that girl, for real. But China be handling your ass. China be handling that big shit, for real. Then what you call yourself, packing some stuff? Is it your bag, her bag? Who bag is it? Somebody, Lanaya stink butt. I did that for you. Girl, shut the fuck up. You ain't did shit, ho. That little mess you was doing. Girl, go home, Lolly. Go home. I'm tired of you now. Go home now. Y'all, that was funny when when Hood Baby was talking shit and Hood Baby said, "What you say? You wanna go again?" That was funny. Don't feel so good when people punk you, huh, Hood Baby? Like you did that girl on Barbie Wants Both. See, what you bitches gotta realize, like I told y'all before, when y'all do stuff like that to people and y'all bully people, a lot of people may sit back and watch from a distance and they don't like what you did. So sometimes there are people out here, they will fuck with you just because they sat back and saw you fuck with somebody else. You see what I'm saying? So then everything that people said to you, you trying to use against her. Talking about you want to keep fighting. That's that stinky, ugly shit. Hood Baby, you are not pretty. And I told y'all once before, y'all was hyping that girl up when she had that red hair on the academy. Y'all know that shit looked a mess. All it looked like she had on a red hood. You know, it wasn't giving unit. It wasn't giving that at all. Not even a little bit. Hood Baby, even when you fix yourself up, you still ugly. Even when you cute, you still look ugly. Y'all keep trying to play Billy because she dark skinned and she big, you know, and she do look like a little odd somebody. Well, not, you know, she does look kind of odd, you know, but I haven't heard her, Billy really, I haven't heard her really communicate. So she could have a beautiful spirit. So even though she big and odd looking, I haven't heard her communicate much other than that little clipping I saw. So I can't really judge her. Well, I can't judge nobody's character, but I can't really make a call of I can't really say because I haven't really heard her. I don't know, y'all. I mean, the jury is out on Billy. But Hood Baby, nobody gives a fuck. Because you went for bad on Barbie Wants Both. If she whoop your ass going to coming, it don't matter. Because you was bullying that other girl. Talking about that's that stinky, ugly shit. You look like you stink. You look like you smell like Newports. Your hair always nappy. You didn't start getting your hair done until you came to the show. You said it yourself. Nothing about you is pretty, soft. You look like one of them girls that used to skip high school to go with the football players and never went to class. You look like one of those girls that thought it was cute to skip school, and you look like a girl that used to be at all the house parties around all the football players. You know, you look like that girl that wanted to be that girl, but you really want that girl, if that makes sense, right? I bet you didn't even graduate high school. You dumb, stinky, gutter rat, sniper, nappy-headed, mutt, tattoo face, looking like you on the welfare, nasty, stinking, dyke-looking bitch that want to fight all the pretty girls because you're insecure with yourself, you uneducated piece of shit, you dirty bitch, I don't like Hood Baby. You poor-looking bitch. Probably don't even have a 12th grade education, always talking about somebody and want to fight your damn self. Now you getting that energy back. Now you playing victim. I don't understand why you always want to fight. Because you like to fight. Then you say to Naj, I just came to fight. Then you say that? I could have sworn you said that. We heard you say that, bitch. I just came to fight. Right? So you just came to fight. Fight Billy. Fight Billy. You that girl, fight Billy. Don't feel so good when you get that energy back, huh? Huh, sting. And for real, hood baby, quiet as it's kept. You talking about she need to go to the doctor to fix her face. For real, when you really look at Billy, only thing about her is she may have a hard face. She has strong features. But for real, if she fix herself up, I could see her looking decent. I ain't say cute, looking decent. Hood baby, for real, the only thing you really got on that girl is you a couple of shades lighter and you a little smaller. You don't have a shape on you. If we really want to be technical, you just average size. You know, you can't talk about the way nobody look. You look poor. You look poor. You look like the type of female that only has like 6 pair of panties in her drawer. You look like the type of bitch that sleep on a futon. You look like the type of bitch that don't have no furniture in her living room. You look like the type of bitch that I can't even. You look like the type of bitch that it's just nothing about you screams sex appeal. Nothing about that screams. You look like the type of bitch that used to go back in school and brag about how you was gonna drop out of school, and you just look like the type of bitch that just it's whatever in life. Like you just going with the wind. Wherever you fit in, you just there. You just take up space. You look like the type of bitch that has no sense of direction. You don't know what you look like the type of bitch that's probably like 21, 22, still don't know what she want to do with her life. Don't know if she want to be famous. Don't know if she want to be a social media star. Don't know if she want to go to school. Don't know what she want to do. You just existing. You just rolling. You just out here taking up space. You look like the type of bitch that want to walk around the room and want to fight people because they think they all that. You that kind of girl. Like you look like the type of bitch that pick fights with people based off of, you know, them thinking they cute. You know, you look like that girl. You look nothing about you. You the type of bitch that you the type of bitch I would walk past. And I would piss a bitch like you off. Because I can't tell you how many girls I have fought like you that want to fight because I told y'all I got into a bad toe-to-toe. Not physically, but verbally. I want to say last year with a bitch. And didn't know me from Adam. Didn't know my name. Didn't know nothing about me. When I like we didn't know each other, right? Never met the girl a day in my life, right? She tried to add me on social media, and she actually slid in my DM and asked me why haven't I accepted her friend request yet, right? And I told her, I said it on my profile. It has biggest day that I don't accept females friend requests. It says it biggest day, right? So she got mad and said, bitch, you think you all that, you think you this, you think you that. It went left. So I think I'm all that because I won't accept your friend request. Right? Is that what you're telling me? Right? I mean, I have some females on my page, but it's nobody's business. I have my good Judy, of course, my dudes. I told y'all, you know, a couple people here and there that I choose to keep in contact with. A lady that used to go to my church, my old church, one of very few that I actually chose to keep in contact with. A lady that used to do my hair that moved far away, but we still keep in contact because every time she come in town, we see each other. We may meet up for lunch, But other than that, that's it. That's all. You see what I'm saying? So it said people don't know that they're there, but they are there. You know, who I'm friends with on social media is really nobody's business. But as far as adding random bitches or bitches I went to school with, that's not happening because it seemed like every time I used to add them, it seemed like on social media was always some drama. So I keep them at a distance, right? So I noticed once I stop, I think people can hear me too because they walking past looking over here. I think they can hear me. I really do. But it seemed like when I would add them, it seemed like it was always some mess going on my page. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I stopped adding them, and then once I stopped adding them, I noticed it was peaceful. But more to the story, you are that girl. You want to fight girls because they don't want to be your friend, or because they think they all that, or because they think they better than you. You that type of female. That's why I don't feel bad for Billy wanting to fight your ass, ho. And see, the only thing you said right when you said that they got mad when you wanted to delete the Addy, but my thing is, why you trying to give out the address? So what you trying to say? You trying to get Billy jumped? Is that where you're alluding to? So because you lose a fight, you want to get somebody jumped? That's not right. Why you trying to get that girl jumped? If you that girl, you don't need nobody help to fight her. If you that girl. Many times I seen little bitches, ball bitches, big bitches up. Bullshit. You just can't, you just scared of her. That's all. Okay, so in the confessional, her name is Jayla. So Liddy was saying, I just wanted to make sure because couldn't remember what her name was exactly. So Liddy was saying how at first when they was singing that song like that low key, it was giving taunting, like y'all was on y'all bully. Nah 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 nah. But low key she kind of asked for that because I believe Liddy when she said I really didn't want to fight you. Because she probably knew she could beat that girl. And low-key, Jayla did ask for that because she kept coming back. She kept coming back. Now, I feel like if you want, it's one thing to come back and really be about the shit you talk, but not when low-key. Sometimes we gotta be honest with ourselves. If you took an L, you took an L, right? She didn't. And then what make it so bad? She got her ass whooped, but you could tell she was low-key limping. She was limping low-key. So that goes to show you right there. You could say to yourself, hey, she got the best of me, but let me get my limp right. Let me get my eye right. You know, get yourself together. Then if you want to come back, you know, but not when you already been defeated, your body probably aching. It just won't the time. It just won't the time. It just won't the time. But yet you chose to let me go. Oh yeah, the door worked for her. Okay. It just wasn't the time, but you chose to do it anyway, so I get it, but I don't know. Pressure, I still think you got something coming your way. I just didn't like how you went about the situation. Y'all, did y'all see when Pressure put on that tiara? I just feel like Pressure is just getting too big for her britches, and what's that girl named Bambi? I just feel like, based on what I saw, you really did not pluck no shit for real. I mean, yeah, you got the best of Bambi, but it's not like you whooped her ass. And I know you're not counting the fight with Little Miss Jayla. Like, that ain't bigger than a minute. Pressure, you starting to irritate me because I just don't see shit you've done. And I think really you intimidate people by saying, because I'm Pressure. Yeah, and I'm like, it's giving off like you that girl. So sometimes when people confidence so high, it make people think twice, especially when you confident in your hands. So it may come across as I don't know about this bitch, like, but and plus on top of that, you did 8 years, and you know sometimes when you look at stuff like that, you like okay, because they always say only the strongest survive prison, right, or upstate or whatever you went, girl. But it's just, I don't know. I just don't fuck with bullies because I feel like you didn't have to hit that girl like that. And that's the part for me that I just can't get jiggy with that shit. Jayla, stop saying your little ass That's no excuse. I have told y'all, I have seen small bitches drop big bitches. It's no excuse. Usually y'all have more energy than the big girls. Stop saying your little ass. You just couldn't hang. It's no excuse. I told y'all, I have seen small bitches drop big bitches. 3, 4, 5, 6 times their size. I done seen bitches drop some. I told y'all, I went to alternative school 4 years in a row. 7th grade, 8th grade. Did I go in 9th grade? I think it was 7th grade, 8th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. Or was it 12th grade? I didn't been to alternative school right many years. You know, I would go back to regular school, then I would get kicked out again, go back to alternative school. I didn't seen a lot of shit. And to me, to be honest, well, nah. Because I was about to say most little bitches against big bitches, but nah, not all the time. But I will tell you this. One thing about being in an alternative school, it ain't no jumping. Because most of the people there, they might know each other, they might not. But for the most part, they going to give you a fair one. In the alternative school, they going to give you a fair one. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. You know, they going to give you a fair one. Because all y'all think y'all bad anyway. All y'all think y'all bad. So for the most part, and everybody feel like they got a point to prove. So I done seen some shit. Okay? I done seen dudes get dumped on their head by little dudes. I saw a dude in the 10th grade. I'm gonna tell you how I know he was in the 10th grade, because they said he was supposed to be an upperclassman. And for this particular alternative school, to be classified an upperclassman, you had to be going to the 11th grade, right? So, and I'm gonna tell you how I know. He got dropped by a dude that was in I think he was in the 6th grade. I think that boy was in the 6th grade, but he was in, now don't get me wrong, he was in the 6th grade. He was real short. He was shorter than me. Keep in mind, I'm 5'3", so back then I was shorter than this, right? Dude was in the 6th grade, but no cap. They say he was 16. Like, no cap. I'm not, like, no cap. They say he was in the 6th grade, but I don't know. I don't know. They say he was 16. So my cousin was like, well, technically that means they was around the same age. But I don't know. I think it might be some validity to it, because I overheard a teacher say they just waiting until he turned 18 and they was going to kick him out and make him get his GED. Last time I heard, he was still struggling to get his GED. So I don't know. But more of the story, he was little. Even though he was 16, he was still little. And dude was taller than me. Dude stood 6 feet. He was tall as a bitch. I'm gonna tell you how I know he was 6 feet. Because he would always say, ain't no little nigga gonna drop me on my shit. Ain't no little nigga. Bro, they got to fight. And next thing I know, I heard, you know, you could sit like you in the shower and you heard something smack the ground. Next thing I know, I heard something say, smack the ground. I'm like, oh shit, I stepped out. Little boy was on top of him. Fuck him up. Yo, it took about 5 security guards to come. I was about to say bodyguards. It took about 5 security guards to get that little boy off that boy. I ain't lying, no cap. So there ain't no such thing as you a little girl and you can't hold your own. I done seen little people take down some big fuckers. So ain't no such thing. Bullshit.